Hi guys, welcome to this channel. This is the final output of this tutorial. So this is step-by-step tutorial on how to implement CRUD operations, insert, update, delete, select, view on search using Dapper in C# Windows application. So first we'll insert new record here. First name Sam and mobile number. Then address will be some text here. Click on save button. Here we have the message saved successfully. Click OK. Here we have the record. To update the record, so double click this row in this data grid view. Okay, this employee details will come here in this text box controls. Okay, now we can edit the address or name. So name I will set as Sam1. Then here see here text box button text has changed to update. Okay, then click this update button. Here we have the message updated successfully. Here name and address as updated, but button delete also disabled. Okay, when we are double click this record here, that delete button is enabled. Okay, now we can delete this record. So before that we will search record here. Click this search button, it will filter record. If this clear the text box, it will display all the records from table. Okay, so view under search also working. Now we can delete this record. Click this delete button. It's asking confirmation message. Are you sure to delete this record? Click yes to delete this record. We have the message deleted successfully. And here clear the text box. Click this search button. Here we have single record. So I'm sure this video is helpful to you to understand Dapper CRUD operations in C# application. So please watch till the end. In this video, we are going to create simple Dapper CRUD application. So here CRUD means C for create, R for retrieve, U for update and D for delete. So in this video, we will discuss how to implement operations like insert, update, delete, search and view with Dapper ORM. Dapper is a micro ORM for .NET platform. Okay, here I will use some C# Windows Form application to implement CRUD operation with Dapper. Okay, click new project here to create new project. Under Visual C#, select Windows Desktop. Then select your Windows Form application. Here name your application Dapper CRUD, and then location where you want to save this project. Here select the location. Then click OK. Here we have created our Dapper CRUD application. Okay, now let's create database with table and store procedure for insert, update, view, delete and search, and then we'll back to this Visual Studio. So go back to this SQL Server Management Studio. See here our local instance connection is dot. For me it's dot. Okay, to create new database, right click on databases, new database. Database name will be Dapper DB. Then click OK. Here refresh. Here we have Dapper DB. Expand this table. Right click new table. Here column name, first column name employee ID. It's of the type integer. Second name varchar50. Then mobile varchar50. Then address varchar50 250. Okay, I want to make this employee ID column as primary key for this table. So right click here, set primary. I want to make this same column employee ID as identity column for this table. Okay, here go to column properties. Here expand identity specification. Here is identity. So set this to yes. So it will start with 1 and increment by 1 for upon new record insertion. Okay, this increment operation will do by SQL server itself. Okay, we don't want to insert employee ID. Okay, now let's save this table. You can press Ctrl plus S to save this table, or else you can use this click this icon here. Okay, table name will be employee, then click OK. Now we'll create store procedure for insert, update, delete, view and search. Okay, for that click this new query here. Make sure here our DB is selected. Okay, now let's create now store procedure for insert and update operation. So create procedure. Procedure name will be employee emp, add emp add or edit. Okay, our parameter will be at emp id, it's of the type integer, at name it's of the type varchar 50, mobile varchar 50, and then address varchar 250, then as begin end. Inside this we'll write code for insert and update. So for insert, if emp id equal to 0 means we'll do insert operation. So begin end, else we'll do update operation. Okay, first we'll write a insert operation query. So inside here, insert into table name employee, then values. Inside we'll specify the column names, name, mobile, then address. Okay, here we have to pass the parameter which we declared here, name, mobile, address. Okay, now we'll do update operation. So here update table name employee, set name equal parameter name, and mobile equal parameter mobile, then address. Okay, in where condition employee id equal. Okay, now execute this store procedure, or else you can press the F5 as shortcut. Okay, execute this one. Okay, this procedure is executed successfully. Okay, now let's create store procedure for view and search. Okay, create procedure. Here procedure name employee view search. Here parameter will be search text, its type varchar 50, as begin end. Here we'll write select query to retrieve record from table. Okay, yeah, select star from employee, where search text equal empty string or name. I will explain this now. Like I will use wildcard symbol percentage plus at search text plus wildcard symbol percentage. Okay, yeah. Search text empty means it retrieve all the record from this table, employee table. Okay, otherwise it will filter all the record which name containing this search text. Okay, so it may be in the starting portion of this text, or it may be middle, or it may be end. Okay, let's execute this store procedure. Okay, now we'll create store procedure for delete operation. So create procedure. So procedure name will be employee delete by ID. So your parameter employee ID, its type integer, and as begin end. Here will delete record. So for that we'll write query for delete from employee table where employee ID equal to this parameter employee ID. Okay, now we'll execute this command query. Okay, now refresh the store procedure here. Expand this programmatically. Expand store procedure. See here we have employee emp add or edit for insert and update operation. Emp delete by ID for delete operation. Emp view and search. This is for view and search operation. Okay. Now back to the Visual Studio. Yeah, now we will design this form. So for that I need label, text box, button, then data grid view. Okay, we will align these form controls. So I need three label and text box. Okay, select label and text box. Drag the selection below. Okay, I need two more buttons. So select this button and drag. Okay, now we want to change these properties of these controls. Okay, first I name this form title here. Here go to properties. Here change this text employee contact book. Okay, here first label will be name. Second one will be mobile, and this one address. Okay, now let's name these text boxes. For text box I will use prefix txt name, and then this one txt mobile, txt address. Okay, now let's do for button. So here button I will use prefix btn. This is save button. Okay, and want to change text here. So button text save, and then second button it will be delete. So button name btn delete, and then third button btn cancel, and then button text cancel. Okay, now this data grid view, DGV employee. Okay, let's align these controls. I need one more text box. Sorry. Okay, I need one more button. Okay, let's change font for this text box and buttons. Go to properties. Here we have font property. Here change font and style and then size. Then click OK. Now align these controls. This text box name will be txt search and this button name will be btn search and button text search. Okay, now we'll write code for this insert operation button save click event. Okay, double click this one. Yeah, I'm going to create an object of SQL connection. SQL. So we need to add namespace for this SQL connection. So connection object name con equal to new SQL connection inside here data source equal for me it's a local instance connection dot. Okay, then initial catalog. This is our DB name. Okay, our DB name is Dapper DB. So copy this one and pasting here. Next, integrated security equal to true. Okay. Next, I'm going to declare variable integer employee ID. I will initialize this variable with 0. Okay. In button save click event. First, we'll check whether this connection is open or not. For that, if con.state equal connection state dot closed. If it's closed, we'll open that connection dot open. Next, now we need to add Dapper into our project. Okay, for that, let's install Dapper. Here, select the solution. Here, go to tools. Here, NuGet manage package manager. Here, select package manager console. Here, use this command to install Dapper. So install package Dapper. I will install version 1.50.2. Let's press enter. Now Dapper package installed successfully. Okay, now we need to add namespace of Dapper using Dapper. Inside this button click event, we are going to execute store procedure. So in order to pass values into store procedure in Dapper, we will use a class dynamic parameters. So here we'll use dynamic parameters. Object name I will create param equal to new dynamic parameters. Okay, here then we can map parameters using add function. So param dot add, here we'll pass the parameter. Okay, inside let's check what are the parameters we used in for insert and update store procedure. Right click here, go click modify. Your employee ID, name, mobile and address, four parameters is there. So first employee ID. So here we'll pass this variable employee ID. Rest of the parameters value will be passed from these controls, form controls. Okay, so param dot add, so text name dot text dot trim. Trim function is used to remove white spaces from left and right side of the text box. Okay, now I just copy this and paste in below two times. Okay, yeah, text address. Okay, now to execute corresponding store procedure, so we'll call execute function. So SQL connection object con and then execute. Your first parameter will be store procedure name. First param, our store procedure name is emp add or edit. So copy this one and pasting here. And then second parameter will be param and the third parameter command type. So this one. So here we'll use command type dot store procedure. Okay. So in this code, so I'm going to enclose these codes with a try catch block. So right click here, uh, click this surround with, or else you can use the shortcut control K plus yes. Okay. Yeah, type try. Okay. Yeah. Um, in this part, will display error message. Okay. Message box dot show ex dot message. Then finally we'll close the connection con dot close. Now let's check this insert operation. Start the application. Your name will be John and then mobile number. Okay, address, some text. We want to change this address text box as multi-line. We will do that. Click this save button here. Okay, now let's check in DB. Here, right click this employee table. Say, click this select top 1000 rows. Here we have the record for John. Okay. Okay, let me stop the execution. Here, click this small button here. Check this multi-line checkbox. Okay, because address text box needs more than one line. That's why. Okay, save this. And in form control here, start position is by default Windows default location. Change this to center screen. Okay, now we'll implement a view or search operation. Okay, if the search box is empty, it display all the records from employee table. Otherwise, we will filter records based on this entered text in this text box. Okay, but first we'll create class. So class employee. It will contain property corresponding to each column in this employee table which we have created earlier. So here, so public here property name is empid. These columns should exactly match with it. table column. Okay, so I the type string and a property name. Okay, I copy this line and pasting below. Will be mobile, this one will be address. Okay, now let's create a new function, void fill data grid view. So inside this we will call our store procedure, um, this one, employee view or search. Okay, here first we'll create object of dynamic parameter here. So dynamic parameters, param equal to new dynamic parameters, then parameter dot add. For this we have single parameter at search text, comma text search dot text dot trim. Here while executing this store procedure view store procedure, we will get a list of records from our SQL table. So in order to get the result, we have a method query in Dapper. So it will return IEnableable connection. So in order to work with it, I'm going to create list here, class name employee, then list equal to con dot, here we will use query here employee, here will pass parameter, first parameter store procedure. So here this one, so copy the store procedure name and pasting your second parameter param, and third one command type. So command type, sorry, command type dot store procedure. Here it will return IEnableable, so we need to convert it to list. So to list, here will pass employee. So we'll set this list to data grid view. Okay, here dgv employee dot data source equal to list. Okay, we need to call this function in this button search fill data grid view, and then form load event. Okay, here in this form double click, it will be in form load event. So we'll call this function within try catch block. So surround with try catch. Okay, here will show them error message dot show ex dot message. Okay, for load event I will copy this code and pasting here. Okay, after insert operation, here executing this store procedure, we'll call the function. Okay, let me check. Start the application. Here we have the record. Okay, here it's we have to set this data grid view as read only, and we have to disable this employee ID. Okay, for that Go to form design. Here look for read only, set it to true, and then in fill data grid view function we'll add this line dgv employee dot columns. First column, it index will be 0, visible false. Okay, let's check this. Start the application. Here we have 3 columns only. Column ID is disabled. Now clear these form controls. If we click this cancel button, okay, for that we'll create code now. So go to form, double click this cancel button. Here we'll create new function void clear. Here sorry here we'll clear all the 3 controls. So text name dot text equal text mobile dot text equal text address dot text equal text search dot text equal will be empty string. Then we'll initialize this employee id equal to 0. Then we'll change this text during update operation, save button text. So in clear function it will be button save dot text equal save only. Then we will disable this delete button. Okay, button delete dot enabled false. Okay, call this function in load event, and button cancel click event. Call the same function in load event, and after inserting new record. Okay, clear. Now to edit record, we have to double click on this data grid view row. Then that employee details will come in these text boxes. Then a button save text has changed to update, and a button delete enabled true. So we have to do this. Okay, for that first we'll write double click event, select this data grid view. Here go to events. Here look for double click event. Okay, double click here. Inside this we will use try catch. So here first we'll throw the error message box dot show. Okay, in try catch first we have to make sure that we have double clicked on data row, because that same function will be triggered if we clicked on column header also. For that, if dgv employee dot current row index not equal to -1. Okay, first I will get employee id from this table data grid view that we have already hidden in this column id 0. Okay, here employee id equal to, we have to convert this to integer. So convert to int 32. Here dgv employee dot current row dot cells. Here cell index will be 0 dot value dot toString. Okay, then remaining text boxes we can fill like that. So text name dot text equal to dgv employee dot current row dot cells, in cell index will be 1 then value dot toString. Okay, I copy this line and pasting below that. Here, instead of text name, change this to text mobile. This one will be text address. So cell index will be 2 and then 3. Next button save dot text equal to, so it will be update, and then button delete dot enable true. Okay, now let's check this. Start the application. Here double click this row. Here we have the details of John. Okay, here we can change the text, John 1, then click update, so name is updated. Already a code written for update operation in store procedure. Okay, now let's implement message box for insert and update operation. Okay, here if employee ID equal to 0, so it will be insert operation. So message box dot show will display the saved successfully, else message box dot show updated successfully. Okay, now we'll check this. Start the application. So here I will insert one more record, Peter mobile number. Okay, address, here address, then click save button. Here we have the saved successfully message. Okay, double click this one. Here Peter James, update this record. Here we have the updated successfully message. Here name is updated. Okay, now we'll implement delete operation for this application. Okay, for that double click this delete button here. Here we'll use try catch black. Here exception message box dot show ex dot message. Okay, here for delete operation, first we have to confirm the user, because it's going to delete the record from table. So if message box dot show, yeah, are you sure to delete this record? Then second parameter will be message box title. It will be message. Then we'll use message box buttons. Here I will use yes no button. Okay, then if dialog result yes, in that case we'll do the delete operation, else we won't delete the record. Okay, here first we'll create object of dynamic parameter param equal to new dynamic parameters. Here we have to pass single parameter as employee ID. Param dot add, inside will pass employee ID emp id. Okay, now let's call the execute the delete operation, delete store procedure. So execute. Here store procedure name will be emp delete by id. Copy this one and pasting here, and second parameter param, and command type dot store procedure. Finally we'll show the message box here. Before that we'll clear the text boxes. and then data grid view. Refresh the data grid view by calling this function. Then message box that show your message will be deleted successfully. Okay, now save this and start the application. Okay, here I'm going to insert one more record, Thomas, and mobile number. Okay, then address goes here. Then click save. Okay, double click this record. Okay, here we have the details. Okay, in search text box we can search text Peter. Then click this search. Here we have the record for PET. It starts with PET. Clear the text box and click search button. It will display all the records from the employee table. If I enter some text Thomas like that, click this search button. It will filter this record only. Okay, if I enter MAS, click search. So, okay, click search. We have the record. Okay, search function is working fine. Okay, now we'll delete this record. Okay, here click this delete button. It's asking confirmation message. Click S to delete. Okay, we are deleted successfully. Okay guys, in this video we have discussed how to do CRUD operations with Dapper ORM. So we implemented operations like insert, update, delete, view and search using Dapper ORM. You can download this source code link given below in video description along with database script file. Okay guys, see you there in next video. Thank you for listening this. Please like and share this video to others. They will get benefit. Thank you.